Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited about this wonderful event that's happening. We have the Equatoria Community right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. You know, we've been here and we've seen such a wonderful work that the Equatoria Community is doing here in the Midwest. We are shocked by the magnitude of people that have attended this wonderful conference. I think it's been going on for a while. Well, right to my right here is actually the president of the Equatoria Community. Juma, tell us a little bit about what has been happening here.
I'm so glad just today has been beautiful. And although it is raining, we have had a beautiful start. So basically we started this conference started on Friday. And on Friday we had a beauty hanging show. It was all the girls of Equatoria. They came together and they competed for the first time ever in this. And competition was fierce. The judges were doing their job and people came. People turned out in a big number. And at the end night, we were able to pronounce the first ever Miss Equatoria USA on Friday.
Well, I was a little bit shocked by when I saw that. You know, I saw you guys had a line of ladies and women from here, and I think there was a winner.
Yes.
Right? I think you are the first place, second place, and third place. Yes. Tell us a little bit about that.
So after the competition, of course, the first runner-up basically took home $3,000 in cash, and that was given to her in a money order. So it's not like something that will be sent later. It's just right there. Second runner-up, we gave them $1,250. Yeah, and the third runner-up actually took $750.
That's impressive.
And the funny, here's the thing. Here's the real impressive thing. The judgment was really fair to an extent that, look, the winner is from the smallest tribe of Equatoria. One of the smallest tribes, successful from Muru tribe. Although the other tribes that are here, they are bigger, but beauty is beauty, you know, and culture is culture. And she really had it, and she was able to win unanimously.
I overheard that one of the reasons why they were doing this was to also empower the youth. You know, I think also using fashion show and beauty pageant, that was also actually a tool that they were using to empower the youth. Why did you actually pick to do that particular event?
You know, we have been innovating. I've been in office for the last 4 years, and we try to find ways of how we can honestly innovate and bring the youth in. So we tried another thing, and when we touch this spot, it worked. It just cost. It worked. It worked, man.
It worked. And I saw you signing those checks, you know, handing them those checks. You know, first of all, I'm so impressed that what I've seen is how the Equatorial Community is able to work together. Then that lead us to the next day. What happened the next day?
Well, the second day is basically we came here and we also had discussed about things that matters to us in Equatoria. And of course, we took the wedding to cultural competition. The cultural competition basically showcase the culture of your tribe. So for instance, if you are from Muru, from Acholi, you come and showcase your culture. And we had judges that were seated, that were elected, and the judges had scores from how you present yourself, how you really bring the culture alive. It's not just only singing and dancing, but a lot more than that.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. You know, one thing that we all know is we cannot forget our history and also our culture. As you all know that I'm a big supporter of the history and culture. So that event took place and it was well attended. And another thing that I also realized that there was a lot of dancing involved.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, the event was well attended. I could say that we are over 1,000 people around here.
That's it.
And people came prepared really. The dances were beautiful, showcasing your culture in different form. For instance, the other tribes they were sweeping the floor, what they were doing really in their culture. And we are trying to pass this beautiful culture to our children, you know. And some of these children actually, they are like the MC of right now, she's 19-year-old. She was born here. You know what is also nice? She actually can speak Arabic and she can speak Portugal. This is impressive.
But yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. So lead us to the next event that happened, Shuma. What else happened?
Of course, we after that we're on day 3, which is now the Sunday. We had the Sunday service, and then after the service we're gonna dive into a few other things. We had a bylaw review yesterday. the bylaws had not been reviewed for a while. So we reviewed the bylaws and brought laws that reflect us here. One of the things Article that was in the bylaw that I really loved was the fact that in the clause it said that you have to speak one tribal language from Equatoria. But then I find out, for instance, I have 2 kids. My kids cannot speak it. And that problem apparently is across the board. And people say no, as long as a parent is from Equatoria, they're fine. We have to omit that because otherwise we're not reflecting the reality that we're living in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, as you speak about that, let me also piggyback on the prayer service. We attended the prayer service. We saw, it's Sunday here, but we realized that you were very focused on praying for your community. Praying for your community to unify. Praying for strength for your community. Tell us, why is that so important?
When people are united, there's power in unity. You cannot really move forward when you guys are fragmented. And I believe that God brought us here for a reason, that we can be a beacon of hope for South Sudan. When we start from this smaller tribes moving into the Equatorial region, we move this thing now to South Sudan at large. And that is how we can unify our country. Because when we united, when we begin to emulate what is South Sudan here, we can really begin to influence the people back home like, look, this can be done. This can be done. Here in America, we have Jewish and Gentiles living together. The Arabs and the Jews can be living side by side. What is our problem in South Sudan? And we want to bring this into reality.
I love it, because through that prayer, I also heard, you mentioned Moses and Abraham and what happened in the Bible and some of the challenges they also had, that I see that you're also reflecting toward the Equatorial communities, maybe undertaking or going through. Well, you know what? Without prayer, really nothing is going to happen with this community. So we're excited that you guys are inviting God in this. You're playing a role in empowering your youth, because one of the things that I also heard while you're praying is you prayed for the youth, and you prayed for the next leaders.
Yes.
Why are you looking for that?
Honestly, before you do anything, if you put God first, God can show you the direction. We need God's blessing to take us forward. And yes, we need to pray for our youth, because our youth in the Midwest has been going through our whole life, and we need this youth to get God's direction and blessing as well. And that is why we want to pray for this youth.
I love it. Well, now here's the thing. So tonight, as the conference is still going on, there's an election.
Yes.
And I know that everyone is excited about this. What are your plans for this election? What are you looking for in a leader who's going to take on this role with the Equatorial community?
Well, the leader has to be somebody that has the ability to lead people forward, has the ability to be creative and to bring forth, take care on the Bhutan. What's funny is I've done a pretty good job in the community, and they loved me so much. And everyone saying, stay in power. We're like, no. We have rules, we have bylaws, and these bylaws are what governs us. Otherwise, we're choking our children, because there are people who are younger who want to do maybe better than me. But the longer I stay there, we are basically...
But, well, I can tell that your leadership has been amazing.
Thank you.
Based on what I have seen, we're going to continue praying for the Equatorial community. We excelling community, not just a community, but an excelling community. So thank you so much.
And I want to make this. So the 2 things. When we have the bill pageant, because it's going to be ongoing, it is open to all South Sudanese.
Wonderful.
Now, the time when we discuss how things that matter to us, that's the time that we focus only on this. Come and enjoy yourself.
Wonderful.
Come and try with a combo.
Come and dance.
Dance yourself. Yeah, collaborate with your brothers and sisters.
Yes.
So that is the spirit of South Sudan that we want to bring forth.
Wonderful. Well, Juma, thank you so much. This is from 211. I'm excited that I know that there's a wonderful community here in Lincoln, Nebraska, celebrating such a great future. Thank you so much, and God bless.